Multiple military and oil installations were targeted overnight across temporarily occupied Crimea and 3 Russian regions. While Russia's Ministry of Defense reported intercepting and destroying more than 100 attack drones, including over 80 in the Krasnodar region, Telegram channel Astra suggested that key energy and logistics infrastructure had sustained damage, while local residents reported dozens of explosions in Krasnodar's strategic port city of Tuapse. 2 drones hit the Tuapse oil refinery, damaging an oil processing unit and pipeline, causing an oil spill, added Astra. The port plays a critical role in transporting fuel and military equipment and ammunition for Russian forces engaged in the war against Ukraine, according to Ukraine's Center for Countering Disinformation. Ukraine unveiled a new underwater drone Toloka, expected to be a game-changer in naval warfare. According to Defense Express, the Toloka family comes in 3 models, with the TLK-150 being significantly smaller than unmanned naval drones, with only its antenna and cameras visible above water. The biggest, the TLK-1000, features an impressive 5 tons of payload capacity. All are designed to operate below the waterline, making them less vulnerable to detection and interception. The unmanned underwater naval drone was revealed by President Zelensky on February 24th as part of the Support Ukraine Summit. The event, which invited high-level diplomats across the world, commemorated the 3rd year of Ukraine repelling the Russian full-scale invasion. During the panel exhibition, Zelensky showed those in attendance the latest fiber-optic FPV drones, unmanned ground vehicles, electronic warfare and reconnaissance systems, communication platforms and naval drones. 2 people were killed and 2 more were wounded in a Russian attack on the Kyiv region in the early hours of February 26. A Russian UAV flew into a private house, burning it to the ground. At least 9 houses were damaged as a result of Moscow's air raid on Ukraine's capital region. Later, it was revealed that Ukrinform journalist Tatiana Kulik and her husband, an oncologist Pavlo Ivanchev, were killed in the Russian attack. This was reported by Ukrinform Media. Tatiana Kulik became the 98th media representative to be killed since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion, according to the Institute of Mass Information of Ukraine. Meanwhile, in the city of Kharkiv, a Russian-launched suicide drone struck a 9-story apartment block. No casualties were reported, with 2 people suffering severe stress reactions, according to the regional governor.
There is no military site here, only nearby school and hospital behind us, both of which are closed, by the way. There is nothing anywhere here. This is civilian population terror, pure civilian population terrorism.
Russia launched 177 unmanned aerial vehicles to strike Ukraine, reported the Air Force Command on Wednesday. Ukrainian air defenders took down 110 of Russian aerial threats, with 66 being lost due to interference. European countries are prepared to send troops to Ukraine to help enforce a ceasefire once an agreement has been reached with Russia. This was stated by the French Finance Minister Eric Lombard. In an interview with Bloomberg, he said that there is a general agreement that in order to guarantee the ceasefire, it would be necessary to have European troops in Ukraine. However, he noted that this would require backing from the United States.
UK, Germany and France are already willing to do that, but other member states of the European Union will contribute as well. Those troops will arrive after the ceasefire in order to guarantee that ceasefire is respected. But if we want this fire to be respected, we need a US backup. And I believe that the Americans are agree to do that.
5 people were killed and 11 injured in Kostiantynivka in the Donetsk region. According to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Russian troops launched at least 6 aerial bombs on the city and its suburbs. At least 52 civilian objects were damaged, over 20 houses among them. Ukraine and the United States have prepared the final version of the mineral deal, reported the Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal. According to him, the preliminary agreement encompasses that an investment fund will be set up for Ukraine's reconstruction with mutual ownership of both Washington and Kyiv.
We are not considering signing any deals without tangible security guarantees, and this is already included in the draft agreement that we proposed after 2 weeks of intensive work between the American and the Ukrainian governments.
I asked for at least an understanding that we equally agree on, all as part of future security guarantees. That's why even in the framework agreement, I really wanted at least the sentence security guarantees for Ukraine to appear. And as I was briefed by government officials, it appeared in paragraph 10. It is important that it is there.
As Zelensky added, there is no mention of any debt in the agreement, neither $500 billion nor 100. For him, added the president, it was important for Ukraine not to be a debtor. At the same time, Kyiv and Washington will work on a separate detailed agreement on the Joint Minerals Resources Fund, which will require later ratification, added Zelensky.